What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dawson from D&D TV. Thanks for clicking on the video. Thanks for rating, commenting, and subscribing. And even for those people who donated, thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you. One of my subscribers, AC, sent me this link and said, look, Dawson Denise, please do something on this. And when I read the story, it just got my attention and I had to do something on it. And it's coming out of Sacramento, California, of this young man and his sister right here. This young man is Dante Daniels, 8 years old. He was beaten to death with a hammer by his mother's boyfriend, this nigga right here, DeAndre Chaney Jr., when he tried to intervene when DeAndre Chaney Jr. was molesting his 7-year-old sister. I'm gonna let y'all watch this video and we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk some real talk. So if you got sensitive ears, if you don't want to really hear any kind of harsh talk, please log off right now.
We are getting our first look at the suspect in a domestic assault case out of South Sacramento tonight. This is 23-year-old DeAndre Chaney Jr. He's accused of beating 3 people with a hammer this morning in a home on Melinda Way near Florin and Franklin Roads. The victims, a 7-year-old girl, an 8-year-old boy, and an adult woman. All 3 suffered major injuries. Investigators say the attack started with an argument between Chaney and the woman who used to be romantically involved. After the assault, Chaney stole the woman's car and then took off. Police recovered that car but are still searching for Chaney. He stands 5'7" tall, weighs 165 pounds. He has long black dreadlock hair and tattoos above his left eyebrow and his neck. He was last seen wearing a white t-shirt and blue pants.
Yeah, just starting the 3rd grade.
On his second day of 3rd grade at Oak Ridge Elementary in South Sacramento, 8-year-old Dante Daniels didn't make it to school. He would never make it here again.
This guy beat my grandson with a hammer down to his spine. They couldn't save his brain.
Early in the morning on September 1st, investigators say his mother's ex-boyfriend, 23-year-old DeAndre Chaney Jr., attacked Dante with that hammer. A criminal complaint alleges he also used lighter fluid. 6 days later, Dante died. But remembering him
rough
brings a smile to his grandmother's face.
He was a lot sensitive. He didn't play with the kids that were rough. He didn't. He played baseball.
And in his final moments awake,
small as he was,
Monique Brown says that the 8-year-old was a hero, showing incredible courage in the face of his accused killer.
Trying to save his sister from this child molester. And that's why he was beat to worse.
The criminal complaint states that Chaney Jr. murdered Dante while he was engaged in the crime of committing a lewd act on his sister. At some point, investigators say Chaney Jr. turned the hammer and a knife on her, as well as her mother. Brown wants the community to see how Chaney left them for dead. 28-year-old Elizabeth Salone.
She's doing okay. She probably will never see out of her left eye.
And 7-year-old Danae.
My granddaughter, she will need a whole lot of help.
What's helped them persevere through the suffering? These cards, flowers, and candles from the community. Their faith in God and in the fact that evil was not strong enough to steal Dante's heart.
Dante gave his heart to a 4-year-old in Southern California until that 4-year-old lived because of
All right, first of all, let me go ahead and get into this. First, I want to say my condolences out to the family and friends of Dante Daniels, especially to his grandmother, who looks like she's trying to hold it all together for the family, and to the people in the community who have to deal with this too, because I know y'all are feeling the, the burden of this and the sadness of this, just like we all are by reading these stories and seeing these news clippings. I also want to say to DeAndre Chaney Jr. that there is a special place in hell for you, and you will get it when you go to prison. So, buddy, all this stuff you thought you were doing to these people and you thought you were going to get away with it, no, them niggas going to handle you proper when you get to prison, or if you even make it to your trial. After they see these news clippings and see that you are in prison or in that jail, that's going to be the end for you. Now, I also want to say this to the mother of these kids. I hope you get a speedy recovery, as well as the daughter who also got attacked in this situation as well. I hope everybody, there's a speedy recovery, but I have to deal with this because I think the truth, to tell the truth in every situation, is not only going to help them, but to help us too. DeAndre Chaney Jr. had a long criminal history dating back to his childhood. And I've often stated on the videos that I have done that men and women, before we get into relationships, we have to do background checks. We have to look up people's stuff for ourselves. And had the mother looked up that information, she would have saw all of DeAndre's criminal charges. Those charges include rape, battery, assault, lewd acts with a dependent, and forced oral copulation. Now, if I could look this stuff up just by reading this story, what more should you as a woman or a man do when you are dating people and bringing them around your kids? What more should you do? This woman is coming over your house. She's coming around your children. This man is coming over your house. They're coming around your children. Just don't be looking at them saying, oh, she look good. She a red bone. She look like Beyonce. Oh, she look like Kelly Rowland. Or look like Nicki Minaj. Oh, he look at him. He look like Omarion. And he look like Tyson and all. Come on, y'all. Your kids don't need that. We talking about your kids, not your sexual urges and what's making you. Come on, you got kids now. You got to think on a different level. It can't be just about the next nut or the next orgasm for the, come on, the kids are here. They need to be raised. They need to be trained. And we have so many people who are getting in relationship and they don't care about the kids. It's all about daddy need to get his and mama need to get his. Oh, and mama ain't that. Oh, I may be this. But come on now. I deal with this with some of the women on my caseload. All these children you got and you still trying to run the streets like the Real Housewives or some girls you see on Love and Hip Hop on some other reality show. Your kids need a mama. Your kids need a daddy. And yeah, I know we all want love. We all want affection. We all want somebody to be our boo and all this kind of stuff. But look here, when you got kids, a lot of that stuff's just got to take the back burner. Because as we can see from stories like this and stories that I have done and other people on YouTube and that we can see in the media or in your town, there are people who will get with you and make you think that they want you, but they want your children. They looking at your little girl. They looking at your little boy. Yeah, they molest the boys too. And you be saying, oh, well, he a little punk. Did you ask how he became a little punk? Huh? Y'all don't want to talk about stuff like that. About the mamas. Oh, she fast. She fast. Oh, she's so fast. Why is she so fast? Because the mama didn't care no more about the kids. She started chasing dick. And the dicks that she was chasing didn't want her. They wanted the kids. And that's why a lot of these kids are messed up. Not all, but a lot of them. And we don't ever want to deal with the real stuff. We want to deal with surface stuff. I learned when I thank God for my job working with foster care kids, because that taught me not to deal with the surface stuff. Oh, how things look you better look and see why people are the way they are. And it goes back to sometimes the parents. Mama was out here too busy trying to get young niggas. Daddy was too busy trying to have all the girls in the house. And some of the girls, let's even go with that, some of the women who even touched some of the boys and the girls. It's a story that just happened, I think, up in Washington, D.C. of a woman who tried to get I think he was an 8 or 11-year-old boy. She tried to kidnap him out on outside somewhere. I was going to do that story. This stuff is going on in our community, in our towns, while we're sitting back saying, oh, well, everything is good. Oh, positive thoughts and positive thoughts. You better bring some of them positive thoughts and put it in this universe and be the hands and arms and legs and ears of God and make changes in this world. This is sad. It's sad. And yeah, am I blaming the mama? No, I'm not totally. But mama had something to do with it too. Your decisions, mama, had this dude around your child. Maybe, well, you know what? Maybe you didn't know his background. And I'm just going to go with the fact that you did know his background, because I would hate to think that you knew that this man had rape, battery, assault, and lewd acts with a dependent and forced oral copulation, and you still allowed him around your children. I'm just going to say you didn't know his background. Just give you the benefit of the doubt. Because I would hate to think that you would know that this man had all of that and you still chose to date him, number one, to entertain him at all, but then to bring him around your children. And then the whole thing, I think the news people, what they're trying to do is they're trying to bring some type of, they're trying not to make it look so bad for the mother of these kids and for the family, because they keep saying he's the ex-boyfriend. He's the ex-boyfriend. Let me tell you something. If he was the ex-boyfriend, why was he still at your house? If he was the ex-boyfriend, why would you leave your kids with him? And as I'm reading the story, this dude had an ankle monitor. He was on house arrest. So he had to be at somebody's house. Come on, y'all. I'm not dumb, and none of y'all are dumb, and they can't play us for fools. We're going to analyze these stories, and we're going to come to a conclusion so we can learn from everybody's mistakes and they can learn from ours, so we can all lead a better life, but also so we could teach these young girls. I don't care how they look. If they have low self-esteem, teach these boys. You do not let yourself go or give everything over just to have somebody. And that's what's happening. People give people a little bit of attention. Oh, they like me. She like me. He like me. Oh, yeah. And you get, your head is all gone and you forget about your children. Some of y'all treat your children like trash when you get a man, or trash when you get a woman. I had a client. This man had altogether, he had about 6, 7 kids. And he got a girlfriend. Do you know this man took that lady's children to the fair, the local fair, and wouldn't even take his children to the local fair? And when his oldest child saw her daddy post up on Facebook with this lady who he was dating and her children at the fair, when the daddy promised to take her to the fair, she just broke down and cried. Because daddy forsaked his 7 kids for this lady 3 kids. That's the kind of world we live in. Let me tell you something. If you get with a person and they don't want their kids, and they treating their kids, or they don't have no relationship with their kids, they shouldn't have no relationship with you. Because when you have kids with them, guess what? They're going to do the same thing to you. A lot of this stuff is common sense, y'all. Nobody ain't trying to re-raise nobody. We just have to open up our brains to think. That's all it is. Again, my thoughts and my prayers go out to the family of Dante Daniels, all of y'all, and friends. And I want all of us to do better. Make better decisions when it comes to relationships. Make better decisions when it comes to people you just casually have sex with. Y'all know this is the Dawson and Denise show. We gonna tell the truth. Some people just out there, you just got sex buddies. Make better decisions. Please. Please. People don't care no more. This man right here, DeAndre Chaney, this man, he had a long list of sexual crimes that he's committed. This man will stick his dick in anything. Look at his record. And you let that man in your house around your kid? That's what I tell some of my clients. You think these kids are after you? Sometimes they looking at your little girl. They looking at your little boy. And they do this stuff to these kids. Or they looking at your nieces and nephews who come around. Or sometimes it be the kids in the neighborhood. Y'all, we got to protect the kids. We got to. And I want to give a shout out to one of my subscribers, Miss Sunshine, Sunshine Z. She put something in the comment on one of the videos I just did about if anybody mess with my children, that goes for family members, that goes for their daddy or anybody, they will get dealt with proper. And I told her, thumbs up, speak the truth. And that's what I want all of y'all to do with y'all kids, with whoever, if y'all have foster kids y'all taking care of, or kids in the neighborhood, don't let people hurt these kids. Women, it's some men out there who gonna be good to you and to your kids. They ain't gonna do no mess like this. But you know what you gotta do before you bring them around your kids? Date them for a long time. Do your research. Do your background check. See that nigga in and out of seasons, when he happy, when he sad, when things going right. You just don't fall in love like that and bring people all around your kids. And you just don't fall in love because, oh, somebody got married on Facebook and, I want to say I'm getting married. Come on, stop all that mess. Some of them people getting stabbed up and dead in a year. They on Fatal Attraction now. We don't know what's going on in people's life. Live your own damn life. Jesus. This is a horrible story. Thank you to AC for sending it to me. I've recorded this and deleted this story so many times because every time I tried to come to a point, I was just going off because I cannot read a story like this, see a story like this, see news clippings without feeling something, because these kids were helpless and they died at the hands of their mother's ex-boyfriend because mama made a bad choice. The man was on house arrest. Why were you with a man who was on house arrest? Why were you with a man who had this long criminal? We can go on and on and on. The thing is, for us who are listening now, who are listening to me, and some of y'all women got it and some of y'all men got it. Y'all let me know down in them comments. Them niggas can't come up around me and my children. They're going to get dealt with. And some of the men the same way. But for those of us who have family members and friends who fall in situations like this mother did just by dating these ex-cons, talk to them. Have open conversation with them. And then one of my subscribers told me too, she said, Dawson, we have to talk about why these men don't mind spending years and years at a time in prison. What is in prison that we have these healthy black men? Oh my, going to jail, nigga, I done served 15 years, I done served 20 years. It ain't that many correctional officers who females you in there having sex with, buddy. Now your girlfriend may fall for that mess, but I'm a nigga over here. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I ain't trying to go to nobody prison. Want to be in there with all them niggas every day looking, talking, playing cards. You kidding me? Come on, bruh. Come on, women. Think about that. One of my subscribers told me to hit on that. And that's what we got to think of, too. Oh, he just got out of jail. You know, I'm going to give him a chance. Everybody deserve a chance. No, go down there to the halfway house or to the group home or the transitional housing, and you stay down there and you get yourself together. Then you come and try to have a relationship with this girl or this guy. However that go. And that goes for females too. Quit just giving people an opportunity. Well, you know, everybody, people will run game on you and run game on you. And once they get what they want from you, they gone. And that's real. I'm going to give it to you real. Y'all, let's make better decisions. Again, thank y'all for listening. Let me know what y'all think about this story down in the comments. I know y'all got something to say on this, because I had a whole lot to say, and a lot of it I deleted because I didn't want to come on here cussing and fussing and yelling, because that's what I was doing before. Now I'm a little calm, but I still stand by what I say. The kids did not ask to come here. You had the kids, raise the kids, take care of the kids. They need their mama and their daddy to do that. Until next time, it's your boy Dawson. Take care of yourself and each other. Peace.